G'day, I'm David G, Sheshnag Yoga Centre. What on earth is Kundalini? This is an ode to my parents. I'd just like to say to my parents that I am really lucky. I'm really blessed. First of all, they're still together. Second of all, they're awesome. They're a good mix. They're like a little bit cliche man-woman. But they're of the old paradigm, nuclear family, work most of your life, things like that. I'd like to say that I've always been provided for physically. Emotionally, probably not so much, but that's my karma and their programming. But if I've ever required anything, I've always had their support. Every time I call my mum and dad, they're really happy to hear from me. They've got time to talk, and they're supportive in any way they can be. They're pretty non-judgmental. I'm very lucky, like no disrespect to my mum, I love my mum. She's hard. But I like that. She's strong, and she grew up in an environment where she don't take any shit from anyone, and that's a good trait to have. Maybe she contributes to a little bit of my intolerance, because I don't suffer fools really well. But she was always there. She always fixed our bikes and did it, like ironed our clothes as kids and adolescents, and she was always there. I can't remember my mum often telling me off, maybe 3 times, you know. My dad, on the other hand, I'm more his constitution. And I've seen a lot of gurus. I've done a lot of work to do with going to ashrams and spiritual centres. My dad's near 70. He's the best person I've ever met as far as gracious, beautiful human beings go. I do question whether he's in his own compromise, whether he's a little bit subdued in his own desires. I don't think he is. I think he's quite content in his life. But he's a nice person to most people. He's been a manager before. He's actually managed people. He's been and worked in some industry where he's had to have a heart of gold and see these people without judgment and then work with them in their own rehabilitation, you know. So I'm very lucky. Not to mention, I had this Kundalini awakening in 1998, wrote a book about it, dictaphoned or dictated all the information, sent my parents the tapes, and they sat up and typed my whole first book. My mum even typeset the series before I went and got it published in India. I'm very lucky. They've never criticised me or ostracised me about my interest in Kundalini and my realisation of the universal nature of my own soul. None at all, mate. Never questioned it. Never at one time have they ever said anything to do with my sanity, because they know I'm a genius and I'll take the Pepsi challenge for sanity with anyone that wants to challenge me as far as psychological stability goes. They know that. So they haven't judged me. And all they do is try and provide in a way that their own program allows it to. So thanks a lot, Mum and Dad. I love you guys, and I'm very, very grateful that I chose you as parents to live out my karma. And words can't say enough. So peace, share the world. Good on you, Mum and Dad. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Mahadev.